Hello. After a long break because of the pandemic, me and some of my friends finally got together and finally had a game. So let's get into it. We will be playing a basic death match in our storage area track. All of us will be starting at 30 gas cans, each players will have one car each. Now to the players and the cars. First off, it's the Batmobile, owner Santi. It's a middleweight performance car, sponsored by Michigan and is equipped with 5 grenades, a death ray, a harpoon and a magnetic jammer. It has rapid fire for a perk and has 8 hull points. Second is Zato and this car is mine, GM John. It is a middleweight car, sponsored by Slime, equipped with HMG, 3 sentry guns, a ram and a perk of delicate touch. Zato has a total of 10 hull points. Third is Martin's Party Vegan. It's a heavyweight heavy truck, also sponsored by Michigan, and it has a harpoon, RC bomb cars, a ram and a perk called Mobile Mechanic. It has 14 total hull points. And lastly, Time Tornado by Paolo. It is a middleweight car, sponsored by Michigan, equipped with a frontal arc lightning and a perk of Mobile Mechanic. It has a total of 10 hull points. And here's the tail of the tape. So on to the track, everybody will start here and either goes left to right toward this finish line. The one who will cross the finish line wins the race. There are also mid lines. If someone crosses it, all weapons will activate. There are mid lines in the left and right of the track. Now everyone, start your engines. Round 1, first gear phase. Paolo goes first and rolled 1 shift, 2 spins and a shift from doing a turn. So Paolo gears up and cancelled the hazard generated by gearing up, does a spin and take 2 hazard on the 2 rolled spins. Time Tornado hazards 2, gear 2, hull 10 and votes 0. I go next. I rolled 2 shifts, 1 hazard and a shift in doing a turn, so I geared up by 1, cancelled the hazard generated by gearing up and cancelled the rolled hazard. Zato hazard 0, gears 2, hull 10 and votes 0. Santi's turn, but his first roll sucks, so he pushed it and gained a hazard and rolled 2 shifts, a slide and a spin. He then gears up, cancelled the generated hazards from gearing up but does the spin and slide, gaining him a total of 3 hazards. Then he collided at the back of Time Tornado. Both of them decided to evade and takes no hull damage, but both of them gains a hazard each. Batmobile, hazards 4, gear 2, hull 8 and votes 0. Time Tornado, hazards 3. The last one to go is Martin's Party Vegan. He was supposed to roll 2 skid dices for he was a heavy truck, but instead he rolled 3 skid dice. It's okay, because we haven't played for a long time. Mistakes are bound to happen. So he rolled a shift, 2 spins and a shift in doing a gentle turn. He then gears up and do the spin but cancelled 1 rolled spin. So he gains 2 hazards. Party Vegan, hazards 2, gear 2, hull 14 and votes 0. Round 1, second gear phase. So it's the second gear phase. All cars that are still in gear 1, skips all gear phase until round 2. The rest activates regularly. Paolo rolls a shift, a spin and a hazard and a shift in doing a medium straight. Time Tornado gears up and did a spin taking 2 hazards and cancelled the rolled hazard. Time Tornado hazards 5, gear 3, hull 10 and votes 0. It's my turn. First roll sucked, so I pushed it and rolled 2 shifts and a hazard in doing a turn. I geared up and cancelled the rolled hazard. I gain 1 hazard from pushing it and I also gain a hazard in gearing up. Zato hazards 2, gear 3, hull 10 and votes 0. Santi first roll sucks, so he opts to push it, giving him a hazard. Then he rolls 2 shifts and 2 spins in doing a turn. He then cancels all spins and stayed at gear 2. Batmobile hazards 5, gear 2, hull 8 and votes 0. Martin went next and rolled 2 shifts, a spin and a shift in doing a medium straight. He then gears up, removes the generated hazard in gearing up and does a spin, and he also cancelled the generated hazard in doing a spin, so he gained no hazards this turn. Party Vegan hazards 2, gear 3, hull 14 and votes 0. Round 1, third gear phase. Paolo goes first. He rolled 2 shifts, a hazard and a shift in doing a medium straight, but we made another error. Paolo should have geared up to 4, or if he wants to stay at third gear, he could have removed 2 hazards from Time Tornado. But we all lost track and we let Paolo stay on gear 3. But he gears up to 3, cancelled the generated hazard in gearing up and cancels the rolled hazard. Time Tornado hazards 5, gear 3, hull 10 and votes 0. My turn. I rolled 2 shifts and a hazard in doing a swerve. I geared up, cancelled the generated hazard and took the rolled hazard. Zato hazards 3, gear 4, hull 10 and votes 0. It's the third gear phase and the Batmobile stayed in gear 2, so Santi skips the next gear phases. Martin rolls 2 shifts and a shift in doing a medium straight. He then uses 2 shifts to remove 2 hazards from Party Vegan and discards the rest. Then he tailgates Zato. Party Vegan rolls Zato's current gear of 4 minus Party Vegan's gear of 3 plus 2 dice for he is 1 class heavier, and lastly plus 2 dice for his ram. So that's a total of 5 dice. And he deals 3 hull damage to me. Only Zato gets 2 hazards. Party Vegan do not get hazards because of its ram. Round 1, fourth gear phase. For I am the only one in 4th gear, so I am the only one who will activate this gear phase. I rolled 2 shifts, a hazard and a hazard in doing a veer. I cancelled all rolled hazards, move my car and end my turn. Zato hazards 5, gear 4, hull 7 and votes 0. Round 2, first gear phase. Paolo rolled a shift, a spin and a hazard. Time Tornado cancelled the rolled hazard and makes a spin. Another error. Time Tornado should have wiped out already, for it has already 6 hazards this phase, because it was Paolo's first time playing and also all of us was really distracted. So we will let this slide as of now. So, Time Tornado hazards 5, gear 3, hull 10 and votes 0. Now it's my turn. I rolled 2 shifts, 1 slide and a shift in doing a medium straight. So I used the 2 shifts to remove 2 hazards from Zato, did the slide and cancelled the hazard generated by the slide. Zato hazards 3, gear 4, hull 7, and votes 0. Also, when I pass the mid-line, all weapons in all cars are activated. Santi's turn and he rolled 2 shifts, a spin, a hazard and a shift in doing a medium straight. He then removed 1 hazard from Batmobile with one of his rolled shifts and cancels the spin and hazard with the other 2 shifts. He then threw a grenade to Party Vegan but misses it completely, but gains an audience vote for it. Batmobile hazards 4, gear 2, hull 8 and votes 1. Martin's turn. He rolled 2 shifts and a shift in doing a medium straight. He discarded everything, for he is already on his max gear and he has 0 hazards on Party Vegan. Then he deployed one of his RC car bombs. RC car bombs are bombs taped to remote controlled cars, which is dropped and then piloted to impact. When dropped, use a short straight template. RC cars counts as lightweight vehicles in current gear 3 and with 1 hull point, it cannot change its gears. You can then activate it after you are done with your car attack step. It deals 4d6 if it is involved in a collision and it suffers 1 hull point damage before the collision is resolved. In this case the RC cars deals 3 hull points damage to Batmobile. Party Vegan hazard 0, gear 3, hull 14 and votes 1. Round 2, second gear phase. It's my turn and I rolled 2 shifts and a hazard. I cancelled a rolled hazard and removed one of my hazard from Zato. Then moved my car. Zato hazards 2, gear 4, hull 7 and votes 0. It's Santi's turn. He rolled 3 shifts and a slide and doing a hairpin curve. He then gears up, cancels the hazard generated by gearing up and cancels the rolled slide. Batmobile hazards 4, gear 3, haul 5 and votes 1. Martin's turn and he rolled a shift and a hazard and doing a gentle curve. So he cancels the rolled hazard and move his car. After moving he deployed one of his RC car bombs once again and it went straight to the Batmobile's direction. Party Vegan hazards 0, gear 3, haul 14 and votes 2. Paolo's turn. He rolled 2 shifts, a slide and a shift and doing a medium straight. He then cancels the slide and with the 2 shifts he removes 2 hazards from Time Tornado. Time Tornado hazards 3, gear 3, haul 10 and votes 0. Round 2, third gear phase. Santi collided to a container van, so that's the container van current gear which is 0 plus the current gear of Santi which is 3 plus 2 for the container van is a heavy obstruction. So total of 5 dice and it deals 3 hull damage to the Batmobile. Then fail to flip and wiped out. Wipe out is where you reset your gears to 1 and your hazards to 0. Then a opposing player reorients you on current position. Zato's turn and I rolled a shift, a spin, a slide and a shift and doing a medium straight. I cancelled the rolled spin and slide and moved my car. After the movement step I dropped one of my sentry guns. Just like RC car bomb, it is deployed at the back with a short straight template and it deals 2d6 whenever an opponent car come into medium template range to it. It can be destroyed, for it has 2 hull points. Zato hazards 2, gear 4, hull 7 and votes 0. Martin's turn with a roll of a shift and a hazard. He cancels the roll hazards but collided head first to a heavy container, so that's current gear of container of 0 plus Party Vegan current gear of 3. For they are the same heavy weight, so no weight modifiers, that's a total of 3 dice and it deals 3 hull points damage to Party Vegan. Party Vegan hazards 2, gear 3, hull 11 and votes 2. Paolo's turn and rolled 2 shifts, a hazard and a shift in doing a medium straight. He then gears up, cancels the hazard generated in gearing up and cancels the rolled hazard and moves his car. Time Tornado hazards 3, gear 4, hull 10 and votes 0. Round 2, fourth gear phase. Paolo's turn and he rolled a shift, a spin, a hazard and a hazard in doing a swerve. He then cancels the rolled slide and takes in the 2 hazards. Time Tornado hazards 5, gear 4, hull 10 and votes 0. Another error in my part. I was so absorbed with the game that I forgot that I too was at gear 4, I could have go in the 4th gear phase. Round 3, first gear phase. After recovering a wipeout, Santi rolled 2 shifts, a spin, a slide and a shift in doing a hard turn. He then cancelled a spin and slide and gears up taking 1 hazard. Batmobile hazards 1, gears 2, hull 2 and votes 1. It's my turn once again. I rolled 2 shifts, a spin and a hazard in doing turn. I gear down, do the spin and taking 2 hazards in the process. Zato hazards 4, gear 3, hull 7 and voters 0. Martin activates Party Vegan. He rolled a shift, a spin and a shift in doing a medium straight. He then do the spin, cancelled the generated hazard by spin and remove a hazard from Party Vegan. He then deploy his last RC car bomb behind him. After his attack step, he activates his second deployed RC car and crash it into the containers. Then he activates his last RC car and drove it towards the Batmobile. Then he entered my sentry gun range and my sentry gun deals 1 hull point damage to it. Party Vegan hazards 1, gear 3, Hull 10 votes 3. It's Paolo's turn. He rolled 3 shifts and going a gentle curve, and he uses 3 shifts to remove 3 hazards from Time Tornado. Time Tornado hazards 2, Gear 4, Hull 10, votes 0. Round 3, second gear phase. Santi's turn, and he rolled 3 shifts and a slide and doing a swerve. He cancels the slide and gears up. Batmobile hazards 1, Gear 3, Hull 2 and votes 1. It's my turn, and my first roll sucks. So pushing it to reroll and taking a hazard. I rolled a shift, 2 spins and a shift in doing a medium straight. I do the spin cancelling the generated hazard and cancel the other spin. All in all I take 1 hazard this phase. Zotto hazards 5, Gear 3, Hull 7 and votes 0. It's Martin's turn, and he rolled 2 shifts and a shift in doing a medium straight. He then removes all hazards from Party Vegan and moves Party Vegan. Party Vegan hazards 0, Gear 3, Hull 10 and votes 3. He then uses 2 of his votes to reload his RC bomb cars and activate it right away. He activates his previous RC cars and tries to collide at the Batmobile, but it misses. Then he activates his new RC car and drive it toward the Batmobile again. Paolo goes next, and he rolled a shift, a spin, a hazard and another error. Paolo should have been only at Gear 4, he should have not given a hazard in doing a gentle curve. But it's okay, live and learn. So he cancels the rolled hazard and do the spin, taking 2 hazards in the process, and he zooms to take the win. With 4 hazards, in Gear 4 with 10 hull and 0 votes. And we have a winner. It's Time Tornado. Congratulations to Paolo for winning the death race and in perfect condition. So join us next time for another Gaslands Refueled, here at Arcanopolis Cafe and Board Gamery. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you next time. Where the place keep rolling its dice and we never grow old. See you.